Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Sincere apologies. I'm 20 minutes late. Hang on, I've got me what's name on. Let me try. There we go. That's better. I had to have me dinner. Now all comes down to me going out this afternoon, and I bought myself a Kawasaki Strimmer, part number or type, low battery, KBH 27A. Chap says he wanted, I don't know, he wanted 30 quid for it. I'll take a chance on this. He said it was running, but the primer bulb is missing or cracked. So I went out and had a look at it. No primer bulb there at all, missing. And I beat him down to the princely sum of £15. Got this home, and as you guys know, if you don't know, if I got it in the garage, I've got to look at it, and that's what I've been doing. I've now got a carburetor completely stripped down, and I do need some help, guys, tonight to find out a replacement, because that carburetor is not particularly good. The whole thing stinks of old fuel. I don't think this thing has ever been started for a year. It's in pretty good condition, actually, apart from this car and the fuel lines. They're all buggered. Oh, I said buggered then. Never mind. I need a new filter. I need a new plug. I need an air filter. But I think there's a bit of money in it, to be honest with you. Anyway, we'll see. So if anybody's watching, if you can look out to find the carburetor that fits that strimmer, I'd be very appreciative. So it's been a long time, guys, hasn't it? Yeah, we've in the Conker household, we've had a few problems. It has to be said. What happened? Oh, I know. In my sleep a couple of weeks ago, I have no idea how, I managed to bite my tongue in the inside of my cheek and took a lump out in my sleep. And I woke up thinking, what on earth, all this blood everywhere? Long story short, I bit myself. We had the grandkids over for the weekend. That was on, I think it was a Friday night. Saturday, we had the grandkids over and their mum and dad and stuff, and I cooked dinner, or lunch and dinner actually, and we sat down and ate it. And about halfway through, I said to my Mrs. H, the current Mrs. H, I said, I'm not really feeling particularly well. I'm not too good. Anyway, we all sat down, but come 10 o'clock, I took to my bed. I've really felt quite poorly. Strangely enough, our stepson, married Anne's mum, married Anne's daughter. Is that stepson? I think it is. He went down with a bug. Nothing to do with my cooking, by the way, but he was quite poorly. Anyway, the following day, I woke up and I really was feeling quite poorly. And I'm sorry I'm going to tell you this, but just to let you know the reason why we've not been around. And anyway, it ended up I had to go and see the old doc. I went and seen him on the Monday, or seen her. And by which time then I was unable to swallow. I was unable to talk. And I had this huge infection come up inside my mouth here, down the throat and stuff. God knows how it happened. So I didn't eat anything, didn't drink anything. And that's where I've been for the last week. And gradually started feeling better. Come last Sunday was the first day I felt like I was back in the human race again. Unfortunately then, Mrs. H managed to crack a tooth. And she had to go off to the dentist this week and had to have a tooth taken out. Hey, Mick, how you doing, mate? And she came back. I think she had this done on Wednesday or Thursday, whatever. And believe you me, or believe you not, she walked into the house and she had a tooth took out. And I said, there, look. And I had literally broken off my own tooth the same day. So it's been a bit of a debacle. Mrs. H has still got an infection in her jaw. They've managed to save my tooth. I'm £240 lighter. But there, so that's why I've not been around much, and that's my excuse anyway, and it is a valid excuse. And thank you, Ken, and thank you, Mick, for filling in for me the last couple of weeks. I really do appreciate it, because frankly, I couldn't have done it anyway. I was either I was like that, or just couldn't talk at all. There we go. So get back. Where are we? Oh, the other debacle. I've got this Quellcast cylinder mower that Mick very kindly let me have the cylinder cartridge, which I went to fit. But we obviously knew that it was there was a few problems with it, so I stripped it down, put new bearings in, lovely, and decided then I needed to backlap the blade and the bottom blade. But it turns out the bottom blade was completely knackered. It was impossible doing with it, and the cylinder itself needed grinding. So I found a place here locally, actually, it can do grinding cylinders. £2, I think it was £2.62 an inch plus VAT. So I took that in, and that's been done this week. And I've ordered a new bottom blade. And that's where the fun started, because the first one they sent to me was the incorrect blade. So I phoned them up and returned it, and they sent me a new one, a replacement, and it was the same one. Yeah. So we've been toing and froing at the moment. It turns out that their reference number, or they've been using, references two different types of blade. It's something to do with their system. So I'm still waiting now to return one. It's over there waiting to go back on Monday. Hopefully, I'm going to get the new one come through. If I don't, then I'm going to give up and buy one somewhere else. So there we go. It's been quite busy. And I see a whole load of people. Oh, my Lord, there's lots and lots of people not watching at the moment. It says 0 people watching. So am I talking to myself? I don't think so. Right, so let's have a look, see who's come along and have a chat tonight. And I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody again. So, guys playing with... Oh, no. Evening, Bill. Hope you're very well, my friend. Oh, dear, oh, Lord. Let's go. I'll keep on jumping here. Let's see if I can get back up to the very beginning. There we go. So, Wayne. Good evening, Wayne. Mix now called Big Mix with a new lift table with a pendle lift being so... Yeah, I've seen this lift that Mix bought. It's huge. I mean, you can pick up the Titanic nearly. There we go. Good luck to him, mate. Well, mate, top man. Ken Small entry repair mode. Oh, is my watch fast? No, it's not Ken, it's me. And I had a late dinner, tea, whatever you want to call it. Hence the reason I'm late, and hence the reason now I'm yapping, trying to make up for it. Bruce's shop. Good evening, Bruce. I hope you're well, my friend. Conker. Yeah. Wayne, washing the clothes again. Big Henry. Hello, Henry. Where are you? I'm here, mate. I'm over here, and I'm going to put the invite out in a moment, so get a chance to have a chat with everybody. There's Heterogeneity Rocks. I hope I've said that right. If not, well, I apologize, but there we go. It's good to see you, my friend. We love you, Phil. We love you too, Bruce. You're you're our hero, to be honest with you. I don't see him anywhere. Bill's all about me. I know, Bill. I know. Conker curse. No, it's not, mate. Well, we are here, and I hope you can everybody see. Can everybody let me know you can see me and hear me? Because it says here that nobody's actually viewing it at the moment, which I'm a little bit worried about. So somebody at the bottom there can say, yes, you can see me, you can hear me. That would be really helpful. I can't see it at the moment. Somebody whack something on there for me, just to make sure I'm not talking to myself at the moment. I don't think I've got anything wrong at the moment. Live, it says you can. Great, brilliant, lovely. Thanks, guys. Backwards boys, small engines. Good evening, my friend. How are you? You're saying hello to DNR. DNR, small engine repair. Hope you're well, my friend. Who else we got here? Bruce's shop saying hello to everybody else. Bill's still playing around with his tools. Mac 210. Good evening, Mac. Hope you're well, my friend. And everybody's saying hello to everybody else. Hobby Motor. Good evening, Hobby Motors. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Klaus, I was going to wear your t-shirt tonight, but I was so late. I just stuffed my face full of my dinner, come straight in with my work t-shirt on. So apologies. I will wear it, my friend, because I'm very proud of it. Thank you very much indeed. Bruce's shop saying 1 minute warning. Wayne is saying too many types of romance. So hello to all of you. Yeah, well, mate. Let's go on to work our way down through. There are we. Yeah, no, yeah, Bruce. 987-654. I know. Let's put the invite out a minute while I'm blathering on here, so that at least then we can get people down in the basement and have a yap. So there we go. There goes the link. Look forward to seeing you all up here in a moment. Dick Small Legend saying hello to everybody else. I still got, this doesn't show anybody looking, live viewers. I hope that's right. Oh well, I see some ne'er-do-wells turning up in the cellar, so we're all right. Yeah, I can see you, Bill. Don't you worry. Where are we? Let's go on down through Bruce's shop. We love you too, Bruce. I think I already said that anyway. There we go. Let's have a look. So I'm working my way down. Rich's Mowers and Blowers. Hi, mate. How are you? I hope you're well. Good to see you. John Rhodes. Is it only me that can't see anything? GB. Don't know, John. I think everybody can see me. At least I hope so. Oh, I've been yapping here for the last 12 minutes, talking absolute nonsense for nobody. Well, there wouldn't be a change for that. All right, Bruce. I like you dancing, mate. John Rhodes. Good evening, John. I hope you're well, my friend. And I'm trying to work my way down through. It keeps jumping at the moment. Bruce's shop. John Rhodes. Bill, stop playing with your tools, mate. Wayne, Gary Clifton. Hello, mate. How are you? I hope you're well, my friend. There we go. Everybody's talking to everybody. I'm halfway down. And I will say one thing. There's a lady I work with, working at a doctor's surgery a couple of days a week, whose name is Kim. Lady I work with, lovely lady. And she's promised to come along and watch this evening and maybe even just put something in the comments. I hope you do, Kim. If you do, put something in the comments and I'll say, hello, Kim. There we go. Ken Small Legends. The clock's changed today. Our clocks go forward 1 o'clock tomorrow morning, Ken. So we'll be getting some lighter evenings, thank goodness, because we're all a bit fed up with these dark evenings. I'm working my way down here. So Wayne said I must go back to shop and drink brandy till I fire up. Great idea, Wayne. Brilliant idea. Gary Clifton. Right, we're nearly there. Oh, it's jumped again. BSS Small Engines. BS Small Engines. Good evening, my friend. I hope you're well. Are we there? Mark Wiley. Good evening, Mark. Bill Clement. Good evening, you, Bill. Nice to see you, my friend. I'm working my way down through here now. If I've missed anybody, please shout. Please shout, because I wouldn't be doing anything like that deliberately. Right, here we go. We're right down the bottom. Oh, the lawnmower lady. Hello, Stella. I hope you're coming up. Nice to glamour. What's what we need? Glamour after these wear-the-walls down the bottom here. Look, we need glamour. So let's see who we got, shall we? Let's have a yap this evening. So Wayne, good evening, Wayne. How are you, my friend?
Pretty good, Phil.
Great to see you, my friend. And
what's the real reason you were late? You were sleeping, eh?
No, it wasn't, mate. Honestly, I've been dinner. I've been messing around with this strimmer. Here we go. One spark plug, one filter, one thing. I cannot help myself. I get it home, I got to start playing with it straight away. And I do mean the strimmer. Bill, good evening, Bill. How are you, my friend?
I went and looked at that little weed eater up for you, your strimmer.
Oh yeah, you're the carpenter.
You're going to want to rebuild that one.
Oh, is that bad? Is it?
Well, no, it's a super easy rebuild, but
okay.
Replacing it would be you could buy a car.
Oh, well, thanks for cheering me up tonight, mate. That's very kind of you.
But yeah, but they're super easy rebuilds.
Okay, I'll have a look at that in a minute, mate.
Yeah, throw a metering diaphragm on, throw a gasket on, you're done.
We'll have a look, mate. Ken, good evening, my friend. How are you?
Now, Phil, I've heard it called many things, but never having dinner. So fix your hair. Are we gonna see Annie come in with a pink bathrobe and a cigarette?
No, she.
If she remembers to put the
I'm
bathrobe
not going down that road, mate. No, she's still got her tooth infection.
I got to remember that. I'll say, Miss Potty Mouth, hey, you want to go have dinner? And she'll be like, sure.
You've dragged it down already, Ken. Well done, mate. Here's a good-looking dude. Look, Henry. Good evening, my friend.
Hey, Phil. Glad to have you back, fella.
It's great to see you, mate. Great to see everybody again. I've missed each and every one of you. I really have. But
Nice.
yeah, it's been a bit of an interesting week or so, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
This business of getting old is not particularly good. They don't. No one ever tells you, do they? When you start getting old, what goes wrong?
Who are you telling that to?
All these youngsters here. Where are we? All these youngsters.
No, not me. I'm 74 in a couple of days.
They don't tell you about all these bits that start dropping off, or they don't work anymore, or they leak, or whatever the case is. You know, no one
Hey,
ever.
Wayne, I'll be 74 soon too. It'll just be a few thousand days.
That's just showing up, mate. That's just showing up. Klaus, good evening, mate. How are you?
Gentlemen,
You
Mr.
keep
Burt,
going. Apologies for not wearing your shirt this evening. I was going to, but
I was thinking maybe Wayne can take over for a couple of minutes while you go change. It's fine, Phil. Don't worry about it.
there's no pressure on me tonight, then, is there?
And even Hank is not wearing my and some guy has a red t. I don't know what's going on tonight. I'm not sure it's going to be a good stream. I'm not sure.
It's always a good stream, mate. When you're on, it's always a good stream.
Hey, we can always change when we go for a bite.
Hank.
There we are.
Righty.
Hey, Bruce.
Oh yeah, Bruce and Narrow. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. I feel much better now, Phil. Thank you
Thank goodness.
for having
I'm
these
just,
fine people up here.
I don't, for some reason, I don't have a count in my top left-hand corner of people that are actually in the stream. Is there something I've hit
But
wrong?
you have all you need. No need to let anyone else.
I think
in.
it's a high. You're at 39.
39, yeah.
Yeah.
So things
39.
work better when you don't show up, Phil.
Hey, you create anticipation.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bruce. That's very kind of you.
Oh,
Oh, dear. Dear, oh Lord. So,
boy.
I mean, you guys know what I've been up to the last week or two, actually, 2 weeks. And what you guys been up to? I've missed. I have tried to join in a couple of times, but on the old app and all the rest of it, where we all tend to meet, and but I've missed all the chat, as you say. And so, what have you guys been up to? Anything interesting?
All I can say, Phil, is that next time you're gonna take an absence of leave, can you choose your your stand-ins a little more carefully? I mean, Jesus Christ, have you seen those two?
Whoa.
Sorry.
Wait. One thing with Mr. Briggs, and now it's
that's pretty good.
Oh dear,
No,
Klaus.
yeah, sorry.
Well, you'll probably already know by now that we're away next weekend. We're away on a 2-week cruise.
again,
I hear Mr. Briggs wants to guest host.
Oh,
Is that right?
That'll be
Is
a
that
show
right?
of one.
won't have any
Yeah.
lights.
But I'm thinking, Wayne is doing such a fantastic stand-in job. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not suggestion or anything. It's
Wayne
just,
doesn't host.
alrighty.
It works best when it's not rehearsed.
That's right.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
Wayne is a legend in his own lifetime. I'll tell
We'll
you.
help out whenever it's needed, but we don't host.
Well, Clement, you're absolutely right. It is beer time. Have you seen this group? Beer time. Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
coming.
Well,
It's
smoke
coming.
it
It's
away.
coming. It's a bit
Smoke it
early
away.
yet.
Beer time. There we go. Wayne's on
Gatorade.
his,
Yeah. There's two non-drinkers above me here.
Yeah. That's
So,
fair enough.
Bruce, you must be due to come home fairly soon, aren't
Oh, this is what I'm dressed up for. This is my last Saturday in Mexico. I gotta say, it's not my last Saturday.
But in Mexico.
You
Go
got
home
the
next-
dark glasses on to hide the tears, eh?
Yeah, and go home on Thursday next week. I've been thinking about it, so it's going to take a day or two just to get the house back in shape because I got the water turned off. I got everything tied down in the garage. Got to pay my neighbor for looking after the house. So yeah, I got a couple of things to do.
Any snow on the ground still up there?
Yeah, there is, unfortunately.
Yeah, pay him with the pesos you found.
Well, I don't think he's going to give him the bent nail.
No, I think I got, what have I got? About like 104?
Yeah.
Pesos or
Yep.
nails? Oh, okay.
Oh, I got more than 104 nails. It's called a clavo down here as a nail. Clavo.
Clavo.
I was
So
looking-
it's plural is clubois.
Yeah. But I think CLA is like, would be the Latin word for, I'm sure clad would be, would be in that Latin thing. And a nail would help for a clad.
Hey, Dolly has
Yeah, Dolly's got a question. This is actually small engine related. Woo!
Yeah.
Well, I got an answer for your
This would be a
carburetor. too.
first anyway, wouldn't it? So,
At least
Dolly,
it's an
you've got
easy
a
one.
question there. What about, come on, guys. The lady's looking for some advice.
It's an
Well-
absolute yes. It will drain back in, but you got to get the excess out.
Take the
Yeah.
plug out
Take
and
the
pull it
spark
over
plug,
10
pull it over.
times.
Yeah.
yeah. You're gonna have to let it run, let it smoke. It'll come out.
Well, drain it
Oh,
first,
it's gonna
though,
smoke.
until it's at the right. Actually, I drain it all out. Get rid of the fuel. It doesn't make the best lubricant.
Yes, yeah, you're right. In case the needle valve leaked and gas went in there, and that's what overfilled.
But it says specifically it's overfilled with oil.
yeah.
Right.
It's
So
also
it could be somebody that thought it was a
Dolly.
couple bit.
Take the
You just
plug
got to
out.
make sure it's just
Dolly,
overfilled with
take-
oil and not the
Yeah.
needle
Yeah.
valve.
Dolly,
Yeah,
take,
I
the
got
plug,
it.
take the plug out and put a rag in front of the spark plug hole. Yank it a couple of times. Put the plug back in and yank
Yeah,
it until
but
it stops.
wait a minute.
And just
Smell
make
it.
sure it's
Smell it.
oil, not fuel.
Yeah, I would take the dipstick out and check it just in case.
Smell
But
it, smell it before you do any of that.
There you
If
go.
there's any
That's
gas
right,
in it,
Hank.
do not let the spark hit the rag or
But it's a
Yeah.
mower.
Oh
I
no,
got
it'll
some-
blow.
no, this is important. Taste it, smell it, but don't step in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Don't sniff. Don't sniff it. Don't sniff it. Just taste it.
Henry's got a good point there. There's a lot of people that test for spark with that spark plug really close to the spark plug hole, and
That
I've
is-
heard of
that-
lawnmowers catching
that-
on fire on
That
account of
is
that.
not a good idea, and I can vouch for that because
Yeah.
I had one that caught fire on me.
Dangerous.
Yep.
Luke,
Well, I think we should all be aware that obviously Ken is the expert as far as flame and eyebrows and
Don't get smart, Phil. Don't get smart.
I don't know anything about this. What happened?
That's an inside joke.
Well,
have
when
we
you
all,
try
have
to,
we
when
all
you,
seen Tom's new video today come out?
yeah, no, not yet. No.
It
But
shows
I have-
you on how to use map gas to check for leaks.
I saw
Without-
it.
that
without
was very
sacrificing
good.
your
That's
eyebrows.
There's just one hitch, Wayne. Don't light the torch when you're pointing it at yourself.
No.
And I'm just saying, it's
My friend Tom.
Tom didn't say anything on his video, Kenny.
That's a great hint, actually. Great
yeah,
hint.
it is. Yeah, on the
Is it-
left.
If it gets off, double check.
I use carb spray, which is a little too flammable, right?
Just lean forward a bit, Ken. Let's have a look at
Listen
those
in and say,
eyebrows.
Phil, what are you doing? Get me off.
I want to have a look at those eyebrows, mate. That's what I want to look at.
He went to his barber, and his barber had to cut the right the other
What
side.
are these little balls on here? What is that?
Your hair is still long, Bill.
For today.
Yeah. You haven't checked for
I've
leaks.
just,
with
yeah,
the
I've
rat
about
gas
had it
later.
with this.
It's not going to come. Now, you've been talking about it for 2 months. I can't. I
Ooh,
can't
look at
stand it.
Mix.
No, I'm going to do it myself.
You should
she'll
shave
fix it.
your head.
You'll fix it.
You should
Uh-oh.
shave that head.
Mick, that's not
For a
nice.
charity, Bill. We should have a contest. Should Bill shave his head and all the money that's generated goes to some charity? What do you think about that?
What are they going to do with it? Go buy a soda at the store?
I don't know. Maybe we could raise thousands of dollars.
We could send it to the BTH version 1 charity.
Yes, that's a good charity. I've heard. We split it, right, Bruce?
That's my old channel name.
Yeah.
Sounds like a license plate.
It kind of does, doesn't it? It said Montana across the top.
Yeah.
Pierce Mick
Maybe
doesn't-
maybe your next license plate.
Pierce
would be
Mick
fun.
doesn't like your T-shirt, Klaus.
Huh?
Piers Mick doesn't like your T-shirt,
I,
Club.
you know what? And it's a funny thing. It's a funny thing. I can't understand because I never sent him one, so he has no reason to dislike it.
Geez, do I have mine on backwards?
No, it's fine.
The symbol's so big.
Yeah, I know. It's nice, isn't it?
It's a hot T-shirt, actually.
Yeah, it's a good quality T-shirt.
Better
Now
than
all you
mine.
gotta do is get the matching hat, Bill.
Yeah.
Bruce.
Hey, Hank.
Hey, you got 100 pesos.
I should show you my selection of stuff.
Be careful what you say.
Can I show you the stuff I got?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
go for it, Bruce.
See if I blow up my computer or not.
41 nails, a bottle cap, and a rusty pocket knife.
If you take that on a plane with you, they're going to tell you, hey, you can't get aboard.
Yeah, that or they'll tax them.
Yeah.
Scrap metal tax.
Yeah.
That's a lot of coins. That's
Yeah,
a
those
lot.
look like euros.
Yeah, they do, don't they? They're not, but they do.
You went dark, Bruce. We can't hear you. We can see you.
No.
Wait,
Can't hear you, Bruce.
No.
Muted.
there we go. There we go.
That's hard to do.
There you go.
Holding the computer sideways, looking at a bunch of junk.
That's what happens when we
not
get
junk.
old.
I saw money. That's
Yeah,
Money,
well, you know
money,
how
money.
much. Do you know how much time it took me to get that many coins?
3 months.
Probably 50 hours of work. Yeah, 3 months exactly. Thanks, Klaus. Hey, should I put the number of that carburetor up for you, Phil? I got it.
Yeah,
To the-
excellent. Yeah, excellent, Bruce. It's,
Yeah, I found the carb number for it, but I couldn't find an actual carb.
Bill's frightened me.
Well,
to
that's
death already
probably
about
true.
it.
Look at the price on it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, yeah, you could buy a house or a car.
What
for
is it? What's the price?
141 pounds.
Wow.
You're joking.
Is there an
the numbers are
aftermarket
worth-
one that
Well, I
you
never-
can
I
get
never
for
got-
$12?
Couldn't
that you
even
could
find
try?
an aftermarket one.
Okay, that proves we're all tightwads, eh? That
No,
is-
I
that's
just
the
saw
starting.
I just saw Steve Small Engine do a video, and he says he got a card for like $12.98 aftermarket from Amazon. He got it in 2 days, and he put it on a machine. He said, "I would do this all day because I could do it for the guy. It took me 10 minutes, and I could do it all 7 times in a row for him, and he's still saving money."
Yeah.
And it ran, and he didn't have to make any adjustments. He said, "I don't know if it'll last a year, 6 months, but for $12.98, 10 minutes of labor, the guy can't beat the repair."
With
And
the
then
Chinese
and then
carbs, if it starts the first time, you're good to go.
Mhm.
If it doesn't start the first time, usually something's wrong terribly inside.
It
And then
fired
cut
up
them.
first pull and no adjustments.
and then cut and paste what I just put in there and put that on the invoice and charge him $141, 141 pounds for the carburetor.
Because when I bought it, the guy said this.
That's what the bad guys do.
the primer
Yeah.
bowl is cracked when there was no primer bowl on it. You know, the cap of the primer bowl and the four bolts, the mini bolts are all missing.
Phil, is
The whole
that
thing's
cube
low
carburetor?
fuel.
you had?
Sorry,
Is that cube carburetor you had?
this one here, yeah.
It's not a, and it is a Kawasaki brand. It's not a Walbro or any other brand like that.
Well,
It almost
the
looks
only
like a
brand
Tillotson.
I can see a. I don't know. You guys can't probably see, but there is something stamped on a KB. I know you can see that.
Yeah.
Just
Make
there.
yourself big. Make yourself big.
Is it a regular carb or a rotary barrel carb? What kind is it?
It's a rotary barrel, Ken.
Was it
Yeah, it's a cylinder
WYK?
carb.
The WYK?
Let's see the throat.
Yeah, if it's a WYK, then it's a Walbro.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's got that really odd air hole.
And then it's got the jet that runs down through the center.
Hmm.
You
Yeah, I would
can't
look for
clean it. What's
whatever
wrong with it?
numbers
You
on the
can't.
side of
You
it.
can't
Yeah.
clean it, Phil.
It
You
looks
can't
nice.
clean it. Can you clean it?
Oh,
What
I'm
was it?
sure I can clean it. Yeah. Whether or not I get that this jet out here, I'm not so sure. But
Yeah, but I would say all the numbers on the side. Did you post every number? I see the numbers you guys have here, the 1500. But do you have an actual any numbers stamped into the side of the carburetor?
yeah, the only one I could find, Ken. Hang on, I'll have to look at it again. It's just 3 numbers. Hang on.
If you watch
Get your
one,
magnifying glasses.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Hang
if
on.
you watch one of vintage,
Oh, there you go. Oh, look at that.
Woohoo!
Where'd you get that from? A proctologist?
It says 3L9, I think it says.
There's nothing wrong with that type of lamp.
No, that's what your gynecologist uses.
There you go. That's after dinner.
yeah, Phil, in vintage engines or motors, there, Tom, he has shows you how to take that valve out of there.
Hey,
Mhm.
Phil, a 3L9 is a Tohatsu carburetor.
Oh, Tohato!
Okay. In which case, is that still 141 pounds?
No, it's
Yeah.
169.
Sorry?
$1.69.
Yeah, Tohatsu makes 3L9 carburetors.
Is that the
Quanto
same as
Demero.
this one, Keith?
I'm saying that's the brand. That's who made it.
Okay.
Is there a wing
Quite
wang
a
replacement? Is
But
there
I'm
a
wondering
wing wang
if
replacement?
there's a rebuild kit, a Tohatsu rebuild kit for a 3L9.
Yeah,
Oh,
it will
that's a
be.
good
Because
point.
diaphragm, all the rest of it's gone. That's all shot.
Yeah.
It seems
God,
to me
I-
that
I-
that's a plastic jet in there. That's a plastic jet through
Yeah.
the center.
Do you have to do that, or can you put it in give it a hot bath and go?
Yeah, I was going to give it a good wash, but it needs new gaskets and diaphragms, and it needs a new primer bulb to go on the top.
Yeah, primer bulbs are all the same, though.
Remember,
Should be.
Phil, it's a weed whacker, man.
Sure.
It's not going into space.
And Kawasaki carburetors. I mean, a regular 2-cylinder, what do they call it? FR 651V. The
What?
carburetor is a Walbro, only made for Kawasaki. Here, that is a 550-pound carburetor.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, I got a Kawasaki
Wow.
for my LX178 ride-on lawnmower, and that was a $450 carburetor.
See,
I cleaned the old one.
yeah, a lot.
Yeah, twice.
Oh, I'm sure this could be cleaned up. I'm sure it could. It's just getting the bits. You know.
I mean, what if you go to Kawasaki? Won't they be able to help you? They tend to have a good parts program.
Yeah.
They're like John
Yeah,
Deere.
I
They have
mean-
a good parts. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Tohatsu is in combination with Nissan.
Oh, look, Ken.
Tohatsu and Nissan, they're like a joint company that builds.
Yeah,
two-stroke
this
cars.
one doesn't. There's no float boat, obviously, for this one, obviously.
Yeah, yep. But I'm saying Tohatsu and Nissan are sort of in. They do a lot of outboards, things like that, 2-strokes.
Yeah, yeah.
do,
I mean,
yeah.
it's a neat carburetor. There's a lot going on in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The quickest way to fix it might be to ship it to Fort Worth to Bill. And then it's
Yeah.
just a trip to the post office, and then
It's a
Bill
DFW.
ship it back to you.
Hey, I love those little 2-stroke carbs,
I know you do.
and I'll replace them 90% of the time. If it's
Yeah.
not completely broken off the engine, I'll just put a new one on. Or if it costs $141.
Yeah.
So what killed the engine on your go-kart? What did kill it?
There are 13,000 reasons it died.
Oh, it was just RPMs.
I just over revved it. Yeah, it's on the second run down the hill. It hit. I figured about 12,900. Now it had an oversized carburetor and a ported muffler and all that because I was seeing how
okay.
much I could get out of it. And on the second run down, I could just hear something sounded funny. And on the third run down, it went bat, 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 at the bottom of the hill. And I said, whoop. And on the fourth run, I dragged it back.
Yeah, I was flying.
Oh, it was fun. And yesterday, it was faster.
Yeah, I figured you should put a seatbelt on that machine.
I put the Predator. I talked to a guy at a go-kart shop, and he gave me advice for the Predator motor and for the steering and for the brakes. He says, you're going to need the brakes when you do this. I said, okay. So I changed the brakes, changed the steering, and then changed the motor. And it's way faster than that chainsaw was. Chainsaw hit 34.
Yeah.
This one is ready for the highway almost now. I don't know how fast it'll go, but I know how fast I'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you looked pretty wild when you looked a little nervous when you got into the buggy and sat down with the GoPro staring at you.
I was nervous because I didn't think it was going to move at all. It's a 2-inch engine. It's a 2-inch engine, 35 cc's, 2 cubic inches. And I wasn't sure if it'd move at all. And then it took off and it's like, well, it moves okay. And then when I got it on flat ground and started running and I saw this little watching the phone, it's like, okay, 25, 28. And I could feel it's like, no, it's about as fast as this thing will go. So I turned around, ran it down the hill, and gave it a little bit of oomph because it had no torque. And it was wing, and then I could just hear that motor screaming for dear life. It lasted 5 minutes. I had somebody ask me what kind of gas mileage it got. You know how far it would go on a tank.
Who knows?
And I sort of laughed and I told him, "Well, I guess 2 miles because that's how long it went before it blew up." You know,
that was fun.
But it was all about how fast could a 2-stroke go.
Hopefully,
that's been a good project for you.
Hopefully, it'll go faster than the police car that's going to be chasing you if you get caught.
Well, now, as soon as he stops laughing at me for running around with my tail 4 inches off the ground in that go-kart.
You better hope he's laughing.
Well, the new motor is faster.
Yeah.
It's way faster.
I'd like to get a little mini Harley mini bike and stick a 5-horse on there. Like a Harley?
Yeah.
Looks like a Harley. I think that'd be fun. Mrs.
You're going to wear your patch?
Mrs. P says no.
You going to wear your patch, Bruce?
No. Her first spouse broke his spinal cord in a motorcycle accident. So, no. I can do anything I want. I can go skydiving. I can go go-kart driving. I just can't get a motorcycle.
Get out.
Well, this broke 40 miles an hour. You want to come go-kart riding? It'll go faster. Come on. You get on it and go faster. I dare you.
No, thank you.
Bruce,
it looks terrifying.
Bruce, you jumped out of a plane?
No, I'm allowed to, but I can't get a motorcycle.
No, but I mean, you jumped out of an airplane with a parachute?
No.
Oh, well, I wouldn't even think of doing that.
Why would anybody want to jump out of a plane that's flying? If it's flying, stay in the bloody thing. Just stay in there. You know?
And you don't need a parachute to go skydiving.
I'm
you
with
need a parachute to skydive twice.
Hank, have you ever skydived?
No. Why jump out of a perfectly good airplane?
That's why we got all the smart
absolutely
people
right,
out
Henry.
here.
Absolutely right, mate. Stay in the bloody thing.
Yeah. No, sir.
So listen, guys, there's a few channels that are really close to 1,000 subscribers. Steve OJ, Bruce's buddy there, he's only like 11 away.
11, man.
Heterogeneity Rocks, I think he was only 15 away. So if there's anybody out there that's watching that hasn't subbed to those channels, be nice if they could hit the 1,000 today.
Good one, Wayne. Good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wayne, get the links up, mate, to their,
Buddy, I don't know how to do that.
Oh, sorry.
I can do it.
I'm telling you guys, I'm not an IT guy. I'm 74 years old. I'm lucky I can type.
So you're saying you on your very first paycheck you ever got, you used like a chisel to write your signature?
Pretty well. The one I got, yeah. And originally we used to get paid in cash.
Yeah, your original paycheck was in Aramaic, right?
My first job when I was in college, I think the hourly rate was like 50 cents an hour. And I was working as a laborer for Inco. And I posted for a job to run some machinery for Inco. And they said, you're not going to get it because you're a student. You got to be in the union. And the foreman said, post for it. If nobody posts for it, you get the job. So I posted for it. And it paid $2.75 an hour. When I went home and told my dad, my old man freaked out. He said, "You're making more money than I make, and I've been working for 30 years."
Okay, Steve-O's link is in there.
There you go.
It popped up there, Bruce. Here we go.
Oh, close to it too.
Glamour. We've got glamour.
Hey, Stella.
Anyway, Steve phoned me all the way from Canada, or from Canada. And thanked me because I've got him about 50 subscribers this week, and all we need is 11 more, guys. Just 11 more.
Right.
Yeah, where's Steve-O from? Because I didn't see in a boat page he doesn't have an email address.
Yeah, he's a private guy, but he lives 2 blocks from me.
Oh, okay.
Yep, he's at 989.
11 to go.
Yeah, he still needs that 11.
Yeah.
Stella, you
And
pouring a
he's,
Guinness?
you know what? And he's got a lot of views, so he's going to get a pretty good paycheck. His first paycheck's going to be pretty good.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
he
on a
does some
heady
nice
figure
work.
of 354. How about that?
He's not one to beg for subscribers, which is why he has a lot of views and very few subs. Kind of like the old Grampy from Nova Scotia.
990.
Yeah. Have you guys ever read the about section of Heterogeneity Rocks, where he puts down what he does? He does videos on so many different things, and in his notations, he puts down, on his channel, you can see anything from a baby fart to an electrical storm. I love that.
992.
Yo,
993. I've got 2 channels. I just subscribed with the other one.
I'll go
So he's
get
at 993 now.
Oh, yeah, there you go. You got 2 channels.
He said he was going
2
to watch
subscribes,
today,
yeah.
Yeah, right.
He said he was going to
7
watch
more.
today, but he hasn't got a camera on his computer. Can you believe that? Like, we got to get this guy into the 21st century.
Yeah, but you have too much body dust on there.
Yeah,
Hi, Stella.
exactly.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Stella. How are you,
Stella.
sweet?
I've been arguing with a 5 horsepower Briggs on an old rototiller, and it's got me flummoxed and perplexed. So that's
Points?
why I've given up for the day.
Points?
Best bounce it around these guys.
Yeah,
Stella.
on those old ones, it's not always the carburetor when they're that old.
Oh no! I mean, I can squirt fuel and I drain the carb. No, it was the guy's been having it sit out all the time, and when he brought
love
it,
that.
the pull cord was out, and of course I, replaced the spring. And then
Is it
when I
Briggs?
squirt fuel in there, it'll run for about 5 seconds, but the recoil doesn't go back in. It was screeching like crazy.
Oh, the ball bearings are
Yeah.
the ball
That's
bearings.
the little-
are seized in there.
No, the little felt pad and the ball bearings.
Well, no,
Yeah.
the ball bearings were pristine,
Oh,
but
yeah.
the crankshaft, all that stuff, I cleaned all that up. It was great. It was wonderful. Started it back up, and the screeching continues. So I don't know. That's all I've ever fixed on those things when they're screeching like that, and it always fixes.
What can happen? What can happen to the recoil starter mechanism is that
Okay.
you can
Miller
actually
pad.
wear it so it becomes slightly oval in shape.
They put grooves in there. The balls
Yeah.
will make grooves.
Yeah, no, not the balls, but the shaft on the recoil. The recoil that you spin on the axle,
Yeah.
Right.
that can actually become quite slightly oval. So it doesn't matter how much you grease it or lubricate it, it'll judder.
No, everything is supposed to be dry. You don't lubricate that at all.
That's right.
You do a little. You do a little bit with ATF.
Just on
Yes.
the tip.
On that felt pad.
I actually lubricate after I sand the shaft. I do put a tiny bit of thin oil on that shaft.
Okay, well maybe I'll take it off and give that a try. But what's
if
happening is the starter recoil. The starter comes back out
Yeah, that's
and
because
goes in very slowly.
that's because while the engine is running,
Right.
Yeah.
that's because you have friction from the engine shaft that goes out
Yep.
into the recoil mechanism.
Exactly.
Right.
So it keeps spinning it backwards, so it shoots out or it comes in slowly. Give it a little bit of 3-in-1 oil or any sewing machine oil, ATF oil. something.
Anything but WD-40.
Yeah.
Well, I put some 3-in-1 on the little felt pad.
Put it on the shaft as well.
And inside the rewind too.
Yeah.
If you get
When you
gummy
take it-
inside that plastic piece.
Stella, when you
Alright.
take it apart, where
All these old. This is an old motor. Look at all these old
No,
guys.
I mean this is great because, like I said, all I've ever done is clean that up, put it back together, and it fixes it. And
Yeah.
and the only other thing that I've done, which I don't know if it's a kosher thing to do, I've put graphite in there where the balls are sometimes.
So Stella, where the plastic pulley is, are the tabs really tight on it?
Yeah.
holding that
No.
because sometimes I loosen the tabs a little, so it has
No, the tabs, I left them very loose because the whole inside of this thing, well, I'd take it off and show you. It's a rust ball. It's breaking apart at the bottom. And
I put a little ATF on that pulley where the tabs are. A little bit ATF on that. Just give it a little bit of fluid. Let it spin.
But when you take that clutch apart, the hole that where that felt pad is, clean that hole out really good.
I did. What I did, and this was because it took me a while to figure it out. I put you know those really aggressive Scotch-Brite pads.
Yeah, yeah. Clean that hole.
Purple ones.
I put one in a drill and
there you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
It in there. It came out clean as a whistle. So I did that.
Wait, Stella, are you practicing to become a proctologist?
Yes, with Scotch-Brite.
Yeah. You're not removing my hemorrhoids. That's for sure. Not with that thing. Not having.
Can I ask one more thing?
Yes.
Did you put a little bit of fine sandpaper on the shaft?
Oh, I cleaned that with both. Here. I should just show you guys the video that I did.
600 grit or better.
No, I did this first, and then that a really aggressive Scotch-Brite pad,
That'll
and
work.
I think this is what is this? 220 grit. I don't know. I mean, it spun very smoothly on its own without,
Okay, you got to remember that everybody in this video cut their teeth on that motor.
I don't know. I've maybe worked on 10 of them in my life, so I just don't see them that often.
Well, when we get them and they're screaming, we tell the guy, just hit the casing and it'll stop screaming and it'll go right back in. But if you want to pay a little extra money, we'll put a new one on that we got from Stents because they're not that expensive, and it'll work like a charm. Normally the guy, we just bang on the cover and it'll shoot it in and it stops it from screaming.
Stella, you said
just that little shock. You get the balls back in place.
Hank and I have 15 of them in a box.
You said what, Kenny? I'm sorry.
You said you replaced the recoil spring?
Yes. Yeah,
Did you lube it up really well?
Oh yeah. I put lithium grease inside of there.
I only use oil in there, not grease.
Yeah. But that wouldn't make a difference on the screeching.
No, it should.
Yeah, lithium is good.
If the spring sticks though, and it won't retract, right?
No, it's fine.
The thing is, if it shoots out the cord.
No, it's pulling it back in as it's running.
Yeah, but that's
very slowly. I mean, I have to sort of help it in.
That's because you have friction.
Yes.
Between the recoil and the engine axle.
Right.
So a little bit of light, thin oil. And as Bruce said, anything but WD-40.
You know what I use is air tool oil.
That's good stuff too.
Yeah, nice thin stuff.
Yeah.
Like Stella, you got the 3-in-1. That's fine too.
Yeah.
3-in-1 is just 10 weight. So.
Phil, you should be proud of yourself. This is the most small engine repair content you've had on since I started watching your live streams.
Mate. Absolutely
I am having a hard time believing what's happening here.
Somebody mentioned proctologist, and we went right back to small engines. That's really
yeah.
You only worry if he uses a sketch artist, and he sends him in for pictures.
Oh, you're coming in real loud, Bill.
I don't think I can show you, but wait a minute.
How's that?
That's good.
That's better, Bill.
Yeah, you hit it on top. That's all we used to do is bang.
Yeah, just give her a shot.
Kick it.
My buddy, anytime something doesn't work, he takes a hammer out and starts smashing stuff. Most of the time, I got to get parts for him.
Yeah.
The BFH.
That's a good customer right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Michael says leave it off and start it with a rope, like the old pull rope starters.
Been there, done that.
You got to make sure you follow through so that rope doesn't keep going.
But I mean,
You can even
when you got a mechanism that doesn't work, the whole concept is to get it to work.
Yeah.
It's not what you can do instead. It's about getting it to work.
Yeah.
Do you want me to bring you up there, Sarah, so you can see?
Well, I was going to see. I don't know if you're not going to be able to really hear it, but maybe you will. Let me see what happens.
Bring you up a minute. There you go.
All right, a little bit of a 2-stroke go juice in there. Choke that down.
Oh, that's a beast.
Let's see what we got going here.
That's a nice
Yeah,
one.
Yeah, it looks like mine, but mine's a 10.
It looks like mine too.
A little more air, maybe.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
that's
That's
classic.
that's a severe case of lack
Rewind.
of lubrication.
Rewind, no loop.
Yeah,
That's
because
the
it's a
worst one I've ever
horizontal, I
seen.
would put a brand new clutch in.
Yeah.
Oh, you just say put a whole new clutch in there? You know,
But-
I'm
but
reluctant to spend any money on this other than my time and energy because this guy, he doesn't take care of his stuff. It's been out in the rain for God knows how long, and you know, it's
but
just,
if he's been running it like that for any period of time,
Yeah.
what can happen to the ratchet mechanism is that it can oval out the shaft.
Exactly.
Once it gets
It's coming
oval,
down too far.
once it gets oval, you can put any lubrication in there; it'll still screech because it vibrates on the
yeah.
shaft.
Well, that I did not check if it was ovaled out or not, but I'll go back and check that. But this is the gas that was in it.
No,
I mean,
Oh, righty. Oh,
And you
righty.
got it running, huh?
well, no. This is what I had to psych it out of it. The guy said, yes, like, yeah. He says,
Put that
oh,
on
I
your
was running it
pancake.
last year. And I'm like, I don't think you were running this last year. But
That's
They
okay.
all run. They start right up first pull. Every piece of equipment that comes in here for fixing. Oh yeah, I
Oh
ran it
yeah,
the other
oh
day.
yeah, oh yeah.
It was running the last time I used it.
Ran
It
good.
was.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hear that every day, Bruce.
In 1995. You know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well, you wouldn't have used it if it wasn't running now, would you?
You're still pretty loud, Bill.
you're,
Am I?
yeah, you're, you guys are making me get another look now.
Yeah, we want to see. Hey, bring us along.
Yeah,
Hey,
bring the camera
hey,
with you.
hey, you left us
Hey.
behind. Hey, oi. We want to come. We want to come.
That's okay, Stella. It's okay.
Stella, he's not propositioning you. He wants you to bring the camera outside.
Yeah,
No, well, it's my laptop. Let me see what I can do here.
don't leave me alone.
Don't worry
leave me
about
alone.
it.
It's fine, Stella. Don't worry about it.
We're teasing you.
Yeah. All righty, here we go. Oh.
Ooh, weather
Oh,
looks better than
This is
home.
the first, Phil. Huh?
Hey,
This is
you
good.
still got yellow leaves on your tree, though, eh?
No,
From
those
last
aren't.
year.
No, they're just. I don't know. No, those are new leaves. That's a bad color of green. Is what that is.
Oh,
Let me see. I put this on the table.
Oh yeah. Here we
Perfect.
now we're talking.
Oh,
Look at the tires on that baby.
That's older
Yeah.
than Phil.
that almost looks like my old Stalwart, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
that's an old rotor hoe. Yeah, that's an old.
But it's a rear. It's
Yeah.
a rear tine. That's a good tiller. It's rear tine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing weighs a little bit.
But it has a really unfortunate name.
rotor hoe.
Roto ho.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah, I
at
had
that.
one of those.
With new Makita tool. All righty.
That's when they made equipment that would
Yeah.
last.
Oh yeah.
That inside one's a bitch to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2-in-1. Yeah.
3/8, half inch.
To put those on,
7/16 if it's an old one.
to put those bolts on the bottom, I learned my lesson and I used that nut wax, that tip grip on my finger to hold it up in there, or to put it on a blade or something and hold it in place to get
Wrong
it back.
socket.
11 millimeter. 11 millimeter. It's a little tight, so it works.
All righty.
Ah,
What about the top one?
She already took that out.
Oh,
There.
hey!
All righty.
Oh, it's got a plow. Okay.
oh,
Yeah.
it's got, yeah.
Oh my God!
That's for airflow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for airflow.
Yeah,
Extra
that's
airflow. It's been modified.
and the and you know, like I said, there's nothing wrong. You know, I replaced the spring, so
Oh, yeah.
that does its job.
Yeah, what's the shaft look like?
That's what she
And then-
said.
Oh, you need two.
Oh,
Now we just need
Leave
the,
it. Leave it.
now you just need
size matter.
a 1/4 inch hand driver, and you got her.
Yeah.
You know what they say about a shaft with no lube?
Leave it. Leave it.
Yeah, Kenny, this is a clean channel. Come on.
Hey,
No,
There
it
we
never
go.
is, Klaus.
Stella's got the
It
tools to
always
take that off.
depends.
Stella's got the right tool
Yep.
to get that off.
The OEM ratchet
Yeah.
removing tool.
Yeah.
Does anyone not have that? I can't imagine.
Yeah, the guys that bring them in for repair that got no legs on them after they smashed them off.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that'll spin up.
Sorry, I had to go get another tool that I didn't have handy.
Somebody record this first, Stella.
No,
It's
I've already
on-
recorded twice. I was trying to make a video out of this, and then it turned into a shit show.
Oh,
You probably don't. Yeah, you don't have SAE sockets. You have to.
This is the only SAE socket I need is a 1/4.
yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else I use is metric.
now you have the tool for that, Stella, or you usually just knock it off?
That's a terrible question to ask, Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny.
Come on.
I usually just take a little brass punch and go beep.
There you got
There
it.
you
You got
go.
it. Maybe.
Is that your new Makita, Stella?
Yes, it is.
If it's that hard to take off, it's something wrong.
Yeah.
No, I torqued it to the right torque spec. Thank you very much.
No.
In your
Why
face,
you
Henry.
loosened it already.
Consider yourself killed there,
Wait,
boys.
where's Jim Condon, Mr. Torque Wrench?
Yeah. Okay.
Even I don't talk.
So this guy,
Right.
That's the screamer.
Turn it around and put a little bit of. Turn it upside down. Oh, you don't
No.
know.
Or you're going to
No.
lose your ball bearings.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't lose your ball.
my balls. So I don't know if you can really see this or not, but it's as clean as it can be in there.
Yeah.
Right?
But that's not making. That's not what's making the sound.
No.
Oh no!
Yeah,
In the
yeah.
other turn it. It's the other side.
Right inside of there.
Yeah.
Right.
There you
A
go.
little bit
How
of
dry is it in there?
a
How
little
dry?
bit of 3-in-1 will do the trick.
Yeah, put your 3-in-1 inside there, Stella.
Well, actually, I do feel some up and down movement, so you might be right.
Right.
Well, you can't lose. Put a little 3-in-1 there. Put it back
Little
together.
dab will do you.
If it still screeches, you need a new ratchet mechanism.
Klaus will send you the invoice next week.
Oh yeah, no
The
problem.
thing's got 70 years of use on it. Of course, it's a little worn.
Stella, you do have the washer on the flywheel, right?
Yes, sir.
The spring washer. Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
man, Hank.
And it's cupped out.
It's cupped in or cupped out.
This one is not cupped. This is really just a shim.
It should
I
be
mean-
a Belleville washer cupped in.
Yeah.
It was born cupped, and after a while,
Hey,
it's not
Dan,
cupped
you
anymore.
know, now that you mentioned that, I didn't know it was born cupped. I don't know if you can see those cracks in there. Look at that.
Well,
You are exactly right.
that's what I'm saying is if that washer wasn't there, which is the same problem you got there right now, is it needs to be that 1,000, 2,000s pushed away. So,
To give you a clearance away from
It
it.
is
Right.
cracked. I can see. I can even see the crack here.
It is crown. Yeah, I can see the crack.
Yeah, it's cracked.
But
I have no idea because I
but
just looked at this and
Stella,
assumed it was a
Just a.
It's a
just
thrust
a-
washer.
but you are
I thought it
exactly
was a-
right.
Yeah, you thought it was a
Stella,
thrust
for
washer.
testing,
It's a
For-
Belleville
for-
washer.
yeah.
Stella, for
Get a new
testing
washer
purposes,
and you'll be all set.
for testing purposes, it'll be fine.
Jump in your time machine, go back to 1954 and go get one.
Nah, Rick still has them.
No, that I might be able to get that at the hardware store. I don't know. I got a
No.
good Ace hardware that has a lot of stuff.
Washer?
Like that.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think
got to
you
be.
can get
It's got to be
washers.
cut.
Got to be cupped.
Yeah, it's called a disc spring or a Belleville washer.
But for testing purposes, Stella, it'll be fine.
Put it
Yeah.
together a little loose.
Oh, you mean put it okay. Oh, so put it back together now, you're saying?
Yeah, give it a little
Yeah.
lube on that
Well,
shaft.
put some
and
lube
then put it
inside
back
that
together and
bore.
see if the screeching goes away.
Get your 3-in-1.
and then give it back to your buddy and say, rebuild.
Wait, I said get you 3-in-1. I wonder what she's going to come out with.
Pam.
So how many likes you got now? You should be
You know what?
just,
Pam
should
would
just
work.
be bouncing up on the likes on this one, because this is the first live actual repair we're watching too on your live stream, Phil.
Yeah.
Phil, you're outdoing yourself.
Buddy, I'm thinking this is brilliant.
I can't believe it. This is actually the best live stream I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this one's the beauty. We've had nothing but laughs. We've had repair, and we've had small engine discussion.
Wayne, just so you know, you're not allowed on my streams anymore.
Okay.
Lube it up, Stella.
I did. I put like drops and rubbed it with my fingers. Should I be doing something else with it?
No,
Put some inside the shaft as well.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Stick it in there, baby.
I know right where this is going.
Nothing like a woman in lube.
Jesus Christ.
It's just so that Wayne doesn't think it's all small engines.
You take it well, Stella. You take it very well. It's like you've been working with men for years.
Yes, I have. I have some amazing stories.
Basket case, man.
Although, yeah, the little balls have got to be perfect, and then don't sneeze.
Yeah, don't play with the balls.
You're outside. This is exciting.
Yeah.
I could watch somebody work all day.
Now that piece you just put on, isn't that supposed to snap in together?
Yeah, snap.
Yeah.
It's supposed to have a little bit. But...
It kind of snapped in.
If you put the 2/4 inch screws in.
Now be on it, Steve OJ is
screen will
still
hold.
at 993, guys. Come on, there must
Yeah,
be
I just
7
looked.
of you that can go and subscribe, would you?
I'll put the link out again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if he doesn't get it, anytime I watch a video on anybody's channel, I put him and heterogeneity in there for the viewers to get them to the
Heterogeneity
1,000.
too.
Somebody will get them
Go-
there. They'll get
go
there this
subscribe,
weekend.
guys, will you? Yeah.
I'm gonna send him a text. I wonder if he
Steve
subs-
says
I bet
no
you he has.
baseball.
He can subscribe to himself too.
You can't subscribe to yourself.
Yes, you
I mean,
can.
you can, but I don't think it counts for anything.
Yeah, then,
Yeah. It's not like you're going to watch your videos.
I put Jake's on in the shop. They're running all day when I'm not in there. I just let them run. If anybody shows up, they think we're working in the shop. They go in and sit down and watch his video.
I'd be careful about that, Wayne, because if you're on the same IP address, they're not fond of that.
No. It even says it on the.
Yeah, man. I feel like I'm being watched.
Yeah.
I gotta go let the cat out, so hold on.
Meow.
But I guess the solution for this would be a new starter clutch, right?
If it screeches now, yes. If not, we will claim all royalties from this. As a group. Mostly
I'd
hand.
even put a socket and use the drill to fire them up instead of putting the recoil back on until I get the car.
Wayne, you're such a cowboy.
Nah, it's not a cowboy. It's just lazy.
Have you guys seen those? Musty One is using them. Those one-way ratchets you can do to drill start engines.
Yeah,
I should get one of those.
I don't have one. Yeah, you want one.
Yeah, I want one too.
Because if you don't pull it away fast enough,
Yeah,
lots
it's
of
gonna-
damage.
It's gonna kick you.
You got it. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
I've-
look
I've
at
had a
the mosquito fly.
I've had a drill fly away trying to use it to start up. And the whole drill took off like a helicopter.
Yeah.
And me hanging on to the end of it for about a millisecond. There.
All righty. Now we're getting somewhere.
Phil, stop staring at Stella's backside.
Stella, ignore him.
Kenny.
I'm ignoring all y'all.
Ah, so we're watching you every move. That's all.
That's a wise one, Stella. You don't want to take anything from us.
We're all waiting to see the results, Stella.
Well, me too.
Of course, you realise they're all going to look very silly if it don't work.
See, mine, I can't do that. I can't get in there with a socket or anything.
That's what she said.
Oh,
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
are we gonna time for good time?
It's crunch time.
Did she? Okay, I was talking to Steve. Did Stella get it together?
And she's just priming it, and it's crunch time.
Hey, Steve-O's at 994.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey.
That sounded good for a second.
Stella, that would be 350. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just get the
Stella,
old timer.
remember when you said you torqued it to the right spec?
Don't torque
Nah,
it.
not now. I'm gonna wait to get that the proper washer. I just did a couple.
I think you
We
could
just
probably
like
just give it back to him the way it is.
Yeah, very
It'll
practical.
likely work fine.
Stella, you could, but you know what? I'd get the washers too.
Oh, yeah.
I would.
Mr. OEM.
Mr. OEM.
No. It doesn't have to be OEM. It's just that the thing will come loose over time.
Stella, I'd get it all cleaned up and painted too. It would look a lot
You know what?
nicer when you give it back to them.
The thing about rototillers, those Klaus, is that they're only used for 4 hours in the spring and 3 hours in the fall.
That's it.
Yeah, you're right, Bruce.
There you go. There's your dinner.
Smooth as a baby's butt. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's gonna be need to fix the it's gonna be a little bit of carburetor work, no doubt. But
Oh, for sure.
And another half hour on the bill.
the guy I give the guy, I said, here, how much money do you want to spend? Did you notice the the uncovered fan belts and everything? They're like in bad shape.
But still, I mean, if you fix this thing up, that's a tiller that'll run for another 20 years.
Yeah.
Look
Oh
at
my
look at my old stalwart.
Yeah. I mean, that thing is indestructible, you know?
And it starts with one pull in the springtime. Isn't that unbelievable?
It is. For
And I
bricks,
run it in, I
is.
run it out of gas and it's empty. I put fuel in it. I pull the choke and it starts with one pull. It's just unbelievable. Must have compression.
I would give that customer a tarp from the dollar store and tell him to buy a few bungee cords when I give it back.
That or get him a like a grill cover. Or
Yeah. Yeah.
$10 or something.
Even a Rubbermaid cover.
Something. Well, you guys are the bomb.
We're old.
Thank you.
No,
And the reason why everybody, Stella,
Henry and
if,
Close, they were the ones, and all the Belleville guys here.
if you're ever curious, Stella, why everybody said use spin oil, use ATF oil, don't use motor oil.
Oh, yeah.
It's because over time the motor oil will harden up, and
Yes.
and the tolerance in there is so small it'll start screeching again.
Well,
Very
I could feel that very slightly, and it didn't feel like anywhere different. I just think I don't think it's oval. I just think it's warm all around.
Me
It's a
too.
little,
If it's oval, it would have spit out the
oh yeah.
They would have tied up. Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's there. I appreciate that because I've always put those things together dry because that's what the manual says to do. You know.
A wipe down with oil isn't like oiling it. It's just a wipe down to make it slick.
Yes. Well, I think I can probably get that washer. It's probably like a half inch.
Yeah.
And I mean, and in all honesty, if you get it from Bricks, it's not going to be expensive. Bricks are funny that way. A washer with Bricks, I mean, $3 tops.
Right.
So, but if you can get a cup washer, same thickness, same diameter, exactly.
Yeah, no, I take them off. I might check some of the lawnmowers in the boneyard that I've got because some of them sometime every now and then have those cupped washers on them. So
didn't you do a Tecumseh the other day?
Yes.
Didn't that have a cupped washer?
Yes.
So if you got Tecumsehs,
it's gone.
The same diameter.
Yeah, but if you got old Tecumsehs,
you should have something laying around.
I have multiple Tecumsehs laying around. Yeah, no, the guy picked that up from me. He was very happy to get it running. I have several Tecumsehs in the boneyard.
That is so funny. Here we don't get to work on a lot of American Tecumsehs. They're all license made.
They're Italy.
Italy. Yeah, and it's the funny. I have never had a Tecumseh either Italy made or I see them sometimes the H-Force. They come straight from the U.S. None of them are first pull starters ever. They're brand new. They can be old. They never start the first pull ever.
Right.
I've got 4 of them, and they're all. But they have the primer button, which is just like that's like a guarantee that it'll start on one pull around here.
Yeah. But it's a funny thing with Tecumsehs, and they do run sweet. Well, when they run right, they run sweet.
You prime them till they drip.
Just about.
Yeah. Huh.
Yes.
That's it.
First time around. I put like about 3 drops in there. Thank you, Steve.
That's enough. Steve, you're right. That's enough small engine stuff. Can we start to get unserious again?
Bill set the bar.
I can't recognize this channel anymore.
I know, it's hard to believe.
Steve was at 997, but he's on a job. I just texted him, and he's on a job.
Come on, guys. 3 of you out there, go subscribe to Steve OJ. Okay?
You don't have to even ring the bell. You just got to subscribe.
Yeah, just subscribe.
So Steve just posted something, and he says there's a piece of felt at the end of that clutch that needs to be soaked with lube. All I've ever done is put like 2 or 3 drops. Should I really be soaking that?
That's all you need.
Soak it. Now, soak it is okay. As long as it's a light lube, it doesn't matter. It'll work its way through, and it won't harden up. It's really good.
Oh, I got to take that off anyway to replace that cupped washer. So I'll pour some more 3-in-1 in there.
No, just put it
in
that
got a hole.
Stella.
It's got a little hole too, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a horizontal engine. The hull will just.
Yeah, and that tiller weighs 700 pounds.
It's crazy. I tried. He left the thing in gear, and I tried to move it, and I'm like, and I realized it was still in gear, so it's all right.
I promised to stop doing that when I get home this year. I'm gonna quit hurting myself.
Yes.
Well, Bruce, I switched over to a no-till garden concept. There's a guy in the UK. Oh God, what's his name? I can't remember. But all he does is he just adds soil amendments every year. So like a truckload, or I have 2 cubic yards of like compost goes right on top, and then he puts mulch on top of it.
It's all wonderful.
At the end of the month,
Stella, but I live in the Arctic.
No, I think it would work for you.
At the end of the month, I'm going to go get a whole trailer load, as I do every year, a trailer load of mushroom compost.
Oh, I wish I could get that.
That's the best.
That
chicken
is
like chicken. 2-year-old chicken poop is good.
No.
Yeah. That's
fresh stuff will burn everything out.
No, 2-year-old. It's got to be 2 years.
2 year. Yeah, you got to wash some of the nitrogen out. But mushroom compost is like steroids for plants.
Yeah.
So where's the mushrooms from? Is this from places that like package
the-
mushrooms, they're cutting off the stems or
They-
whatnot.
They grow them, yeah. They grow them and they package them, and they only use the compost once for mushrooms,
magic.
and they discard it. And,
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The substrate for them. Okay,
Yep.
gotcha. I know what you're talking about.
that is absolutely. I mean, yeah, you get earthworms that you are scared of. They're like this, and that's between the eyes. That's
Like little
between the-
snakes.
Yeah, don't get that magic mushroom stuff though,
No,
because
no,
when
no,
you
no.
eat your out of the garden, you'll start hallucinating.
Yeah, please don't. Yeah, no, but
I wouldn't
for something like I don't know if you guys have roses. I grow roses. I like roses. And,
I have
and
one
that-
rose. It's pretty.
Yeah, and they do like a little fertilizer here and then. But everything that I grow, potatoes, carrots,
You raised.
onions.
Oh, your backyard is beautiful.
Thank you. But it gets a dose of that stuff every year, and it works fantastic.
Right
When
into
the
gardening
circus
now.
used to come to town, there was a big rush to get the elephant poo at the end of the circus. They were there for like 10 days.
I mean,
And,
elephant poo's like a big cow poo, right?
Yeah.
I think it's
Bigger.
I think it's bigger and better for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
That'd be
whatever.
hard for me to get.
Yeah.
It's hard.
One elephant replaces 300 chickens.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just one let go, and you're done for the year.
Yeah. You've got 3 chicken coops and 2 years saved up all right there.
So
Well, like
But the
cows,
fun
they have
thing about-
7 stomachs, so it goes through 7 different processes.
Since
So
we had-
no seeds survive. If you go to get horse poo,
Yep.
you have every weed in the world growing in your
Yeah.
garden.
Yeah.
Yeah,
straight
but
through. Go straight
This,
through.
this stuff here, it gets see.
There you go,
$3.99.
Stella. You can Amazon that thing.
Yeah.
$3.99. Good price.
Yeah.
well, I'll do that right now because I placed an order with Parts Tree for like the new airfield run. It's going to be here on Wednesday. So he wanted this stuff by the weekend. I'm like, dude, man, I can't do that.
No.
But you got it running, girl.
Well, I still got to do the problem.
Bless you.
Hey, what's the
I'm
part
sorry.
number, Kenny? I'm dropping that in.
22805.
220
22865.
You might as well get the original part number.
Belleville washer. Yeah, you can look up the model type and code, but that one usually fits most of them.
And then you make sure, Stella, that the washer is beveled out so that the base of the ratchet hits the washer.
So
Yeah, it's
I'm trying to
concave out.
remember.
The cup part is in,
Yeah, I
concave.
can't
in.
do it with my crooked old hands anymore.
Imagine taking a bowl where the inside of the bowl is in.
Yeah.
So you're saying that the sharp edge goes on flywheel?
The
When you-
right,
yeah, you
the
look at it
raised,
this
the
way,
raised
Stella,
part,
this way
the
here.
raised, the
that
raised,
belt
the
part goes
raised
in.
part goes out.
Yeah.
Oh,
wanna
see,
make it like-
again, I would have put it on the other way.
No.
Yeah,
You want to put
you want so when you push on, when you torque it, it acts like a spring.
Yeah, that's the washer. That's the ratchet.
Yeah.
Hang
you're
on,
actually-
I gotta
You're
pull up-
compressing it like a spring. That's
Bruce is in competition with Big Sons for artwork.
Yeah. I tell you what, Stella, next week when you're going to put it on, can we do another live stream? Because
No, I might. No, okay, so let me make sure I got this straight, because if I was going to put this thing on, and the way I'm looking at it, because the cracks were on the inside, so I've got the engine and the flywheel. So you're telling me that it goes against the flywheel or it goes against the engine?
The inside goes against the ratchet. The part that sticks out.
Yeah,
right there,
right there. Kenny's got the picture.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Bingo.
Right? No. I get that, but I thought I heard somebody say that the cup part goes against the flywheel.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The open part, the concave part, is against the flywheel. So when you tighten your thing,
Okay.
it acts like a spring.
Okay, I understand. I thought
So
you
it's
meant
always got constant pressure on it, so it doesn't loosen.
Right.
It's
All right.
Yeah, Stella, you need to communicate a little clearer with us professionals. You
I'm
need to,
terrible with this shit. I'm awful.
Yeah, that's how
You know,
this
the-
springs work.
You're doing
the roundish
you're
washer
doing-
who's it thingy goes against the ratchet
They
thingy.
work like springs.
Where's the humdinger?
Yeah, exactly.
Or the doohickey. Bruce.
Who's it?
I learned. I
It's
learned
who's
those.
it?
I learned those words from you, my friend.
Yeah, I know.
Phil, you're pretty quiet.
I'm taking all this in, mate. I'll tell you what, honestly. It's
So I cannot
it's
find
the
that part number.
to be there tonight.
220865. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
It's so old.
Well, I put in 220865 Belleville washer, and I get like generic. Get your washers here, and then if I go to the bricks, site, it says 502585 YP.
They might have a new number for it.
It's been superseded, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I looked up an old part.
If you just if you search bricks and the number, it'll come up. Trust me.
Jake just had to order 2 screws for a choke plate. Some guy brought him a riding mower, and Jake said it's your choke plate. Something's wrong with your choke. So the guy said, "What's wrong with it?" Jake says, "I think you lost the screws on the choke plate." The guy said, "Well, where would the screws go to get?" Jake says, "Into the engine. Hopefully they're not stuck to the top of the piston. Hopefully they shot out the exhaust." So anyways, the guy waited. We took it apart. Sure enough, those 2 screws are gone, and there's this choke plate, double choke plate sitting there loose, right? Jake goes online with our Briggs supplier to find out what the screws are worth. You know how small them screws are? $7, I think, and 53 cents for each screw.
That's because
$15 shipping.
Yeah, that's because Briggs says if you're dumb enough to lose them, you have to pay.
They'll come off all by themselves.
The guy said it was another shop that worked on it, eh?
Yeah,
and they said to him when he took it out, he says, "You know what? When I took it there, I never had a problem starting it. But when I got it back," he said, "I had a hell of a time. I always had to spray it with carb cleaner to get it to start."
Yeah.
And he said, "They asked me when I picked it up, have you ever had problems starting it?" And he said, "No." He said, "Well, we're having a hell of a time. We had to spray it with carb cleaner." And he said, "Well, I just brought it here for you guys to change a spindle on the deck." Yeah. So what happened?
Hey, Stella, you got the model type off the housing?
Sorry.
I'm sorry, what was that, Kenny?
If you have the model and type off the top of the housing, we'll look it up.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm just trying to find what you found so easily on Amazon. I don't see it anywhere. Because it's very specific. What you showed was for heavy flywheels, and that's what this is.
Cast iron flywheels.
Yeah.
Right. This has got a cast iron flywheel.
Yeah.
I can't see that anywhere.
Look up your model and type though on the housing because it may be a different part number. That's all.
Oh yeah.
I just looked up a 5-horse horizontal that I found. That's all.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Wayne, I've had a 5-horse in where one of the screws got lodged into the piston, and I left it in the piston. The thing is still running. The thing is still running. That's 5 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it ain't gonna hurt it.
There's a link to it on Amazon in the private chat.
Okay.
Funny enough, it's rusty in the picture.
To figure out how it happened, eh? And we said we don't know. Either somebody was in there or they eventually vibrated loose after all those years. But normally they're Loctited in.
Yeah. They're Loctited in, and you know what? If they're done right, they will never come loose.
I know. Ever. Yeah, we put blue Loctite on the new ones when we put it together.
Yeah, I even used the green stuff, but yeah.
Not only that, here's another thing: the linkage that went to the choke lever, the little plastic connector on the one end that locks in, like one end's got a 90-degree bend and the other has the Z bend on it. The 90-degree bend has the little plastic insert that had been broken, and somebody re-glued it and put it on, but they had it on the wrong end. They had it on the Z. So we told them somebody's been in there fooling around with this thing.
Yeah.
And they even had and the linkage arm was off and it fell off, and we said, well, somebody's been in here.
They're lucky that that plate didn't go into this high speed, because once they fall in there, you get that high RPM out of that.
Oh, if the whole plate gets sucked in,
yeah.
It's
amazing.
You got a cold there, Klaus? You not very well? You got a bit of cold going on?
I have, yeah. I got it yesterday, and it's I'm a little snotty, yeah. Runny, yeah.
Now I watched your park
But
video.
I'm coping. I'm coping.
Close. I watched your park video. I thought I'd get a shot of that lift.
Not yet. It's
That's
coming,
an old
Wayne. It's
I
coming.
know.
It's coming. It's coming. I had hoped that I could get the what's that called? The thing that's gonna go around the hole to make it nice and pretty. It's called a Kenny. It's called.
What do you mean? Your frame? Your framework?
Yeah. The frame that's gonna go in the floor. To
Yeah, it's like a bezel, like a bezel.
Yeah. But that thing is way off. The guy's got to make it. He's super busy, and I want it done in stainless. And he says it's not going to happen for a while. So that's fine, So the video is going to. Let's see. Tomorrow I'm taping I have a Vivo video on the inductive heater, like the one Jake was doing. I have that done. I'm going to do that tomorrow and release it on Wednesday. And next Saturday there'll be a chainsaw video out. So. Maybe Wednesday or Saturday the following week it's gonna come out. Because I can't. I mean, I've been doing videos and I keep hiding the lift so nobody sees it. I'll be at the other end of the shop so nobody sees it.
You might have to do
I
one.
thought we'd catch a corner of it.
Yeah, but you know what, guys? It works absolutely. I mean. If you ever get the idea that you want one of those and you want to start cutting concrete in your shop, don't.
Yeah.
But when it's in there, it's going to be. I'm going to put a tractor on it tomorrow just to sort of road test it for the first time.
You got to video that even if you don't show us, just in case it doesn't go well.
Yeah, see, I do have a pause button. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to put. I have a project tracks I've been working on all winter, an old Simplicity. It's gonna go on tomorrow, just for test. Yeah. So but there's a video coming out on that lift, Wayne, and I think you're gonna like it. It's little tidbits because being the guy who digs out the concrete and has to do a camera thing. It just so it's going to be little bits, stepping through the process, and I think there's even one bit where I forgot to turn on the sound, so I'll have to figure out some music or something. But it's going to come, it's going from hey, this looks great, it's going to be a good project, to like, holy crap, there's concrete everywhere, and then into it's in the hole, and so.
Good.
And the guys that put it in the hole, unfortunately, they were not willing to be on camera, so I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Kenny, are you going live tomorrow?
I don't know yet. We'll see.
Even though I'm not allowed to be on there, I just was wondering.
Well, I'll give you the example.
Bill, you're on it too?
I'm on it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a nephew's birthday tomorrow, so anything after midday, I'm off.
That's important.
Well,
tomorrow.
They tell me.
Carol's having a live tomorrow.
Oh yeah, noon.
Yeah, that's tomorrow night for us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at noon Eastern Central, I think.
It's Central, 1 o'clock Central.
It's a live repair, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, noon Central, 1 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
1 o'clock Eastern.
Well, I've been looking up the parts diagram for this motor. That's why I've been sort of staring at the computer aimlessly. And interestingly enough, it shows this part number as a Briggs & Stratton 224061 washer flat.
Oh.
5/8" hole. And then it says it's superseded to 690582, which was the link that Bill put up there, which didn't look like the right washer to me either. So
it should be a Belleville washer, though, not flat.
Well, I mean, I agree with you because, like I said, it looks like flat, but if you look on the inside, there's all those little cracks, going out from the center. So I'm pretty sure it was a Belleville washer. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, they always are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mick got a brand new lift table too.
Yeah.
Saw that.
Yeah, I've heard, but you know what? It's still the manual pump one. It must have been cheap or something.
They're
I don't
easy
know.
to get. They're easy.
Electrical ones are much nicer.
It wasn't on his wish list. It wasn't on his wish list. So naturally, it's the cheaper model.
Yeah, I guess,
It is a bit of a beast, it has to be said.
Oh, you got a hell of a deal on that thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
great
yeah.
one.
Oh,
Well, what do you pay for that?
Is it like 1 by 2 meters like mine, or?
You could fit 2 or 3 of them into his.
Oh.
Hey, he hit 1,000, Steve-O.
Yeah.
All righty, Steve-O.
I'll call him.
Yeah, Klaus, what Mick paid for that would be like the delivery charge.
I know.
Phil, your live stream did it.
I am a little envious of Mix, just because it is nice.
Well, Mick says yours is noisy.
Yeah.
But Mick has to pump it with his leg. You just hit a button.
Yeah.
Mick's right leg is going to be so big.
400 volts. Yeah, Steve-O just hit 1,000. Steve-O, lean back and wait for that money just to roll.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's got to wait 3 months for us to get approved by the time all the paperwork takes place.
Yeah, but then the money comes rolling
There
in.
you go.
We're going to have to watch when Mick starts having Riley Boy pump that table up for him.
Yeah.
As his right leg gets sore, he'll switch to the left, and then he'll say, Riley, come over to the shop.
He'll teach Pippins how to pump it.
Yeah, Pippins.
One thing's for sure, I shan't be able to help him very much.
Now, no one will be around. He'll be like,
You're done pumping lifts, right?
Before I forget, Kenny, did you find a repair kit for this or
No.
no?
Nope. Now, those are one of those exotics, Phil.
Okay. So I'm going to struggle somehow to get that sorted
Did
out.
you
aren't
say
I?
the diaphragms were bad or good?
Yeah, no, they're bad.
I mean, like torn bad or just crunchy bad?
Both. Yeah, I mean, it's been left outside for a long time. It's full of water. The tank, the lines are all cracked.
Yeah.
They're easy enough to replace.
Yeah, but I know sometimes with the diaphragms, what's the old trick? Training fluid or whatever?
And that was a Kawasaki?
Yeah, is there a check valve in one of those?
Yeah, the brass. It's under that brass.
Yeah, it's probably under the brass.
So is that a Kawasaki or
Said
Husqvarna?
It's
it was
Kawasaki strimmer.
Yeah, you should still be able to get parts for it.
Well, you can get parts if you're willing to pay.
Yeah. But if it's no good without the parts, and he's
Exactly.
already bought it.
It's quite interesting actually
Hey,
because
hold on, put Bruce on. Bruce got Steve on the line.
Yeah, put Bruce on.
Yeah, just hang on. They still can't hear you, man. Can you guys hear him?
Yeah.
Okay, start again, Steve. Start again.
Steve O.J. here. I just want to thank everybody for giving me that course over at Valve. This is pretty big. I can remember when I got 25. I thought I was doing good, but this was a much better feeling. So I appreciate everybody's efforts and thank you much.
That'll do. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
yeah, we got it.
Got
There
it.
goes
There.
Bruce.
Thanks.
Good job, Steve-O.
Talk to you later,
Good
bud.
job. Conker's live.
Thanks, Bruce.
Henry, you're in charge for that. Got that dog out.
We're going to have a pretty good happy hour next Wednesday when I get home. A week and a half from now.
I got to hit the road. I got guys coming over to watch the UFC fights. They're starting.
Who's fighting?
Cheeto Vera is fighting in the main event. Who's he fighting? Geez, I forget who he's fighting. Going to be a great fight in the main.
There you go.
So we can guess who you're cheering for, Wayne.
Cheeto. I think Cheeto all the way. I think he's the next champ. Guy's awesome. Guys, it's been a slice. We'll see you again. It was great laughs.
Say hi to Jake from us, will you?
I have a good time every time on this channel. Take care.
Say hi-
Oh,
say hi
Jake,
to- say
Yeah,
hi to
will
Jake.
do.
Cheers, mate.
Boy, a
Yeah, I
lot
got to go
going on,
bouncing
eh?
out too. It's
A
that
lot
time.
going on. I'm going to hang in there for a bit. I'm going to have another beer.
There you go, Bruce. There you
I'm
go.
happy for Steve. Thank you, everybody, for helping my buddy Steve. He was the one that was there for Frank's 25th birthday.
Yeah. I saw that. He got a shot of some special fuel. I like that.
Yeah,
That was a nice one.
Yeah.
We
I know,
lost
there's
Wayne.
Yeah, we lost Wayne. He had to go see a fight or something.
Bye, Wayne. I had to
Bill's-
go refresh
Ah,
And me, I was the same, Stella.
yeah.
after a successful.
Hey, what a good stream this has been, eh?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's you guys that make it. It's you guys that make the stream.
No, I think it's you, sir.
It's
just-
you.
Well, Conker, think about this. If you weren't here, we would not be here.
That's right.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll tell you what I noticed on this carburetor. Sorry about keeping on about it. I will show you something.
No, that's fine.
There is, I don't know if you can pick this up on the intake side. It's like it's difficult to get it in focus. Can you get it there?
Yeah.
That
It's like
little
a gasket, inlaid plastic gasket or some such thing.
It's probably a liner.
Oh, I see it. Yes,
Oh yeah,
Right there?
Yeah.
yeah. Looks like
I've not seen
Yeah,
that.
there's a little white ring. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. A little bit's broken away, I noticed.
Mm.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this gasket.
Yeah, but Phil, let me ask: do you have another two-stroke carburetor that's close to it that might fit and work?
No, sir, nothing at all like that.
Or
at all.
Kawasaki like that, you will not find one.
Because
What
we've
co-
had
what-
many
what-
Franken trimmers before.
No, what Kawasaki do typically when they have a series in an engine is that they will go to whoever makes carburetors for them, and they will have a carburetor made specifically for
I
them.
know those devils.
Yeah,
Yeah, let me let my dog in a minute. Hang on.
and so whenever it's a Kawasaki
You want the dog
carburetor, nothing will fit. I mean, hell, I've had steel chainsaws that were born with summer carburetors where you can find a Walbro that sort of fits and it runs great.
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
you can't do that with Kawasaki's, and it doesn't matter if it's trimmers, hedge trimmers,
Lawn tractors.
lawn tractors, lawn mowers. It just doesn't fit. They have them made just for them, and if you buy them from Kawasaki, prepare to spend money.
Yeah, sure. Well, I mean, I paid £15 for the strimmer. That's
Yeah.
what I paid for it. You know, so there's a bit of money in there, but
There
certainly
will
not
be a-
£141.
You'll be able to get a kit for that. I'm sure Ken can find the numbers for that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm relying totally on Ken at the moment.
What is the model? Is it TG28? What kind of trimmer is it?
The strimmer, it's a KBH 27A. Hang on, there you go.
Who makes it?
KBH. Hold on.
Oh.
I can't see it. It's glaring.
Who
Hey.
makes the trimmer?
Kawasaki.
Oh, I've never seen a Kawasaki
Oh, you just clicked there, Phil.
branded trimmer. I mean, I've seen Kawasaki engines on stuff, but never like a Kawasaki branded.
Sorry, guys. Hang on.
What did you say? KBH? What?
KBH.
KBH 27A.
Is that the? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You get it?
Now, yeah, that's
Yeah,
in focus.
I'm looking at the parts diagram.
Yeah. I always
I
didn't
got-
see
oh,
men
I
that
found-
something.
I found the,
It's never easy.
I found the rebuild kit for it. I got it right here. Do you want me to put the number up?
Yes, please.
It's called TK7.
Yes. Right here.
Is that TK7? That's not a Zama car,
There we
is
go.
it?
No, it may be, but
There you
it's
go,
still
guys. It's $18 Australian, which would be about $20 Canadian.
Woof.
That's a big saving. And it's even got your plastic clip on there, Phil.
How do if I show that?
If you Google search Kawasaki KBH-27A carb kit.
Right. There's the.
It'll
I get
come
you.
up.
The link is right there, Phil. It's by my name.
Sorry, guys. Let me just write that down a minute. Sorry, say again, Klaus.
Kawasaki KBH.
KBH.
Yeah. -27A.
Yeah.
There's the link, Phil.
Carb kit. Oh yeah. And Bruce just sent the link in the private chat.
Thank you. Bruce is going to send me something there as well.
No, that was the. Oh, sorry. That was.
That'll get you started.
Okay, I'm not sure. I can't copy that once we're live, can I? I have to wait till we.
You should
finish.
be able to right. You should be able to right click on that.
Right, I've tried doing that.
Copy link address. I'll email it to you.
Okay. No, I can't.
I'll email. I'm doing it right now, Phil.
Okay, Bruce, thank you. I mean, if I can get the kit, if I can put it right, then obviously.
And that kit doesn't come with a needle, so don't disturb the needle.
Yeah, they call it a TK7 kit, right?
Yeah, TK7.
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 Is that the uwclub.net?
Yeah, that's the private one, mate. Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that.
Not now, it's not, but it was.
It doesn't come with a needle, Conker. So don't disturb the needle. Leave that in.
You mean the plastic needle inside?
Yeah, the little lever needle that you know, the little. Let's call it a needle. Isn't it, Kenny? Needle.
What's that?
You mean the one
the kit? The
kit needle valve.
No, the little. No, not
there
that.
you go, Phil.
No.
Yeah, I mean, the enrichener they call it. Enrichener.
Okay, Phil. The link is in your inbox for $20.
Thanks, Bruce. Cheers. Yeah, that's the only needle I can see.
Yeah, but
no,
it's
on eBay, but I don't know what eBay you might be able to find it somewhere, but at least you got the number now.
Sure, thank you.
This has been a good stream.
Lonely, I'm Mr. Lonely. I have nobody. Go home, my own.
You're frozen, Hank?
I'm frozen?
Yeah.
He still sings good though.
He hasn't moved out of his chair in 3 days.
Hey, it's been longer than that. Knock it off.
I had a chainsaw today that was kicking me around a bit. It's an older 20-year-old MS-210C from Steel.
Nice little saw.
Yeah, absolutely. A little garden saw sort of, a homeowner type of thing.
I only found out what the C stood for the other day, Klaus. The C stands for comfort.
That's what they tell me, but there's not much comfort in it. But
No.
I think it has something to do with the recoil.
Yeah, or the anti-vibration, and they put it on several different models.
Yeah, I think this one actually has a decompression valve, which you don't need to use.
That's a pretty small engine for a decompression valve.
I think that's where the C comes in. Marketing took over engineering and put it in.
No shit.
Yeah. But I redid the carb, cleaned it, repacked it with new diaphragms and gaskets and all, and new fuel hose, new fuel filter. The thing wouldn't idle. It will run great. It will cut wood, and it had lots of power. It wouldn't idle.
Seems like everybody's having trouble with those MS-200Ts.
Yeah. No, it's not a 200T. It's a 210C.
Oh, 210.
What I found was that because everyone was talking about, we can pressure test it, do this and that, and it just didn't seem like it had a leak. Sort of. So I replaced I had to take it apart again twice, and I replaced the impulse line. Thing runs like a champ. it'll idle, it'll do everything. It'll do its 12,500 at top, and it'll do 2,800 at idle, and runs great.
Mm.
So there was a leak, but it was an old hardened impulse line.
I'll just check that Bruce sent to me. I can see that rebuild kit there. It's got the. There's still a part missing from. Must be a part missing to hold that bulb on. Must be.
No, there's
I think it's friction fit.
On the card. There's usually a like a plate that you put over it.
That's not here. Definitely not.
No. Okay. That's bad.
It might fit into the slot on the intake manifold.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty certain with four miniature bolts that hold it down, that bit's missing. Yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of a problem with this. I think it's
go see. You got any old Samas or Volvos lying around?
I've got some old Zamas. Yeah.
Yeah. They may fit.
Yeah, I'll check out on that. Everything except the Troyes every time.
No, but I mean it is what it is, and
it'll be a good unit if you can get it running.
Yeah.
There's
also a reason why people get rid of them. Always.
Yeah, well, you never know what might come up on the eBay. Never know. But, I've had a couple of tickles. A guy I sold a mower to last year, he's called today. He asked if he needs to bring it in for a service. Would I mind if he brought two in? I hope you're happy. Oh, and by the way, do you have a strimmer for sale? Oh, it's funny you should say that. I happen to have a still I've rebuilt. That's one if you remember, I rebuilt about 8 months ago.
Yeah.
That's about to go. So,
alrighty. Way to go.
Yeah,
you better start it up and make sure it runs.
Sorry?
You better start it up and make sure it runs.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I bought some of that. The premium fuel. I forgot the name of the damn stuff now.
True Fuel.
Sorry.
True Fuel. Aspen.
Yeah, Aspen. I think it is. Yeah. I just hope that none of the diaphragms have dried out because it's been sat there with no fuel.
If it's been sitting with Aspen,
I looked it up on the UK.
They don't dry out. They don't dry out.
Oh dear Lord. Okay.
That's on the UK Amazon. I looked it up on the UK one.
All right. Okay.
But
I emptied all the fuel out of that.
Phil, I can throw it in an envelope,
Well, exactly. Yeah, I'll have a look at it all, Ken. To be honest, just spend a bit of time. But I got that Aspen fuel, but I obviously winterized it, got rid of all the fuel in the system.
But if you put Aspen in,
holy shit!
You don't need to winterize it.
Two of the kits in the US, $3.
Has it got the plastic ring?
Can you send me the link on that one, Ken?
This is US though, Phil. Hold on. It just looks like. Hold on. Let's see. No, just the 3 square diaphragms and the fuel pump diaphragm.
Yeah.
And the other one.
Do you have to have the plastic ring? Is it cracked? Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, you can probably put a little bit of Durco in there, right?
Yeah. The fuel engine before though, Klaus, was ordinary 50-1. I've not put Aspen in there.
Oh, so, okay. Yeah.
So
okay.
maybe it might try that, but it started and run really well.
Oh, wait a minute, Phil. It says British pounds. 339 British pound, and it says 8 in stock. I'll send you this link.
Okay, mate. Thank you.
And you could probably use super glue on that because gas doesn't bother super glue.
I can't be trusted with it, Henry. I'll keep sticking my fingers together.
Has anybody ever used super glue and not got it on their fingers?
Yes.
I can't do it.
Oh, you know what? What you call it, Brucey? You know what it did? It's the same one you did. It went to the default Australia one.
Oh yeah.
That's what it is.
Of course, you super glue. You do your fingers just hot or warm soapy water. That gets rid of it. It will peel off then.
Loctite had on their what do you call that, commercial page that you could write in and you get a free sample of their new super glue. And of course I wrote in there. I'm not commercial, but I still wrote in there. And all of a sudden there was a guy from Loctite, Denmark, who called me up and say, "Hey, you were because we just want to know who are you and la 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 la." I said, "YouTube channel, la 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 la," and say, "Oh, yeah, no problem. We'll send you a bottle." And so they sent me a little 10 milliliter bottle.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And guys, this super glue is the best super glue I have ever used.
Is
What's
that
it called?
Loctite?
No, yeah, but the brand is Loctite, but it is regular super glue.
Can I
But
get it on Amazon?
oh yeah, but hold on, it doesn't harden completely. It's still a little bit flexible, but it
Yeah.
still holds on really, really well. So I figured, okay, this little bottle, let me get the size up, like the 50 ml bottle, just to make
Yeah,
sure.
right. You got enough
Yeah.
money?
Yeah, and I went in and brought it up. The 10 ml bottle, the one I got,
Hmm.
was 60 British pounds.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep. 266. I can't believe that's got to be pesos.
It is
Oh.
hideously expensive.
Yes, 266 bucks.
Yeah.
Okie
for what,
dokie. For the
what?
little squeeze tube. I don't know how big it is.
This is called, I think it's called 628.
Yeah, they got all different numbers, haven't they? Loctite.
Yeah, I think it's 628. No, it's not.
4 grams, it says.
Yeah, it's nothing, and it's expensive.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's really good, and
I don't know, man. That's pretty freaking expensive.
it
Most
is.
super glues are not good on hard plastic. They're very good on soft plastic.
This is
Rubber.
This is good on any plastic.
Really worth knowing because
At that
Yeah.
cost, it'll be good on God to make him stick. No, it's yeah, but it's good stuff.
I just thank God I'm an atheist.
Yeah,
That's a joke.
you make a bigger joke.
You got to watch how you talk because somebody will hold it against you.
I don't care. I'm Danish.
My customer texted me and said he can't get his pressure washer to work.
You know what? When all that all that stuff with Mick came up, and he was being pushed a little bit on with some guy, I went in through and I checked the Danish legislation. You know what? I can do a YouTube video where somebody will most likely blow themselves up, and they cannot come after me at all.
We have a lot of good anti-stupidity laws in Canada too.
Yeah,
It's okay.
yeah.
It's okay.
So if you're over 18 and all my videos I tick off, no, this is not for children.
Mhm.
And so that means you have to be over 18.
That's your disclaimer right there.
Yeah, and so if you're above a certain age and you decide to replicate what some stupid idiot is doing on YouTube,
Start an engine on fire.
yeah, stuff like that, you're on your own. It's that simple.
Yep.
That's why, but with the
Can
whole
you move your head, Hank. You're not
Am I
moving.
frozen?
Is Hank frozen?
yeah, you're frozen.
Face
Hank.
is frozen.
Am I still frozen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, as far as I
Yeah,
know,
you're
unless you
frozen,
can talk
Henry.
with your mouth shut.
Ventriloquist.
Hey, Jeff Dunham, number 2.
You talk about fire engines and all the rest of it. I finally invested in a fire extinguisher for the workshop at long
Yeah.
last.
Phil, I saw that, and I was actually making a comment, and then I figured let's wait until we're on here. If you fire off a dry powder extinguisher in your shop,
Yeah,
you will kill a lot of your tools.
really? Oh
That's
my
why I
lord!
got a fire blanket just for that, Klaus. It's now. Can
Yeah.
you see that? You probably can't see that.
No.
Uh,
I mean, I'm not saying that the powder is not efficient. It's very efficient, but
Absolutely.
Phil, get one of the little foamy spray can ones too.
I set off of a powder one and I lived through it.
but it,
Years ago.
Very caustic. Yeah, very caustic.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
caustic,
I-
Charlie.
I
Is
was
it
outside.
powder?
I was outside though.
no, it's not. You can get they're like a little spray can.
Yeah, you
And-
get them in like the home stores. They're for the kitchen stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Get one of those as well, and then use the powder only in dire circumstances.
Right.
Aren't the little cans the same thing?
No, that's soapy water that comes out. It's a foamy thing.
Like
Oh,
So
Yeah,
it's a powder caustic then, is it?
yeah, you get
Why
like the
does it
little,
hurt?
like,
Why
home
does it
one.
hurt your tools?
because it's caustic.
it's
Ah.
caustic. It's like, yeah.
The one
Yeah,
on the
welding
right
up-
is like soapy
You know
water.
that engine you just fixed, Stella? I was welding on one and the gas dripped down and I set the whole thing on fire and I used that one in the middle with the powder.
Yeah, no, the one on the right is all that.
Did you
soapy water.
video that?
That would be a negative.
Yeah. No,
But
I'm just saying. I mean,
I was
having a
moving-
powder
I
one.
was moving, Stella. I was moving really fast.
No, but I mean, the powder one is good to have. I have one as well, Phil, just in case
Right.
something big happens. But
Got two,
get
one at
a,
each exit.
get a foamy one or a CO2 one as well.
And they should be at the exit. They should be at
Well,
the
I picked
exit.
this one up at Audi. It was the one I picked up was less than £10.
and
Okay.
it's a good price. It's a super price.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong.
I got to give
And
you
the
guys
other-
some advice. Put your fire extinguishers at the exit, just in case it's that bad. You can keep going.
But
Yeah.
get a fire blanket. Fire blankets are excellent too.
That's
you just
that's
throw,
what I got. Yeah.
you throw it over it.
Or just the foamy ones, because they will put out, say, an engine fire inside an engine bay of whatever you're working on, where the blanket will struggle to put out the fire before it damages stuff. But
Right.
the foamy spray cans, they are really efficient. I'm
Because I
talking.
put mine
I,
close
I,
to where
I
I
am
do the
talking
work.
from
Yeah.
experience.
So I
It's a
just
good
can't
thought
take
what
my
Bruce was saying by the
soapy
exit, because I've not done that. I put mine near where I do all the work rather than by the door where I could
Yeah.
go out.
No, but I mean, the little spray cans, they're like, what, 15 pounds each? Get a couple, screw them on
Yeah.
the wall so you can reach them wherever you are. You know,
Yeah.
the speed is pretty.
They're just soapy water, right? Can't I just
Well,
use my
well,
little squeeze bottle
I-
of soapy water that I test seals
I,
with?
I call it soapy water. It's not. It's
Oh,
a
okay.
fire. It's a fire retardant. But I call it because it looks like soapy water, but it isn't.
Oh, okay. I've
It's the
seen
one
that.
thing you buy, you hope you have to never use, isn't it? It's like insurance that you hope you never have to use it.
There you go.
Thanks, Ken. That's a good idea. I should get a fire blanket.
Yeah.
No,
Something I
but
can roll.
a fire
Something I
blanket
can-
is absolutely fantastic. But if you have a fire, say inside an engine bay of a tractor, you can't get a blanket in there.
No,
Right.
you're right.
And I was doing a tractor, single cylinder, that was flooded.
See you, John.
Bye, John.
Cheers, John. The best.
It was flooded. It had fuel in the combustion chamber, so I took out the spark plug. I took the ignition lead and put it on the side, and went over to crank it. And there was a rag in front of it, just so it could puke
Get the fuel.
itself, right? Yeah. And when I went to apparently the ignition coil just dislodged and went back right in front, and I went fire. But I had one of those spray cans, and I only did like this, and it went out. There was no damage to the paint. There was no damage to plastic. And the whole thing was over in 15 seconds. So yeah, have those around too, Phil. Powder's good. It works really well, but if you take a brand new car today and you have a fire inside the compartment of the car, and you shoot off a powder extinguisher, the thing is totaled right there.
Right.
Because all that
Because-
aluminum alloy is just going to like,
Aluminum, copper, everything will just start to corrode, and you can't get the powder out of the seats, and it cakes, and it's horrible stuff. But it's
but it
really
keeps your
efficient.
garage from burning down.
It does, and that's why I'm saying that get the powder one. Have it. I have a powder too. I have a big CO2. Yeah, but I also have the little spray can with the soapy water stuff.
Right. I'll have a
And
look
it-
at that.
Yeah, and they're inexpensive, Phil. They really
Yeah.
are, and they're
I will have a look at it because I've gone for years without one, and to keep on. I had one that got way out of date. I never bothered to replace it. That was some years ago. So yeah, whatever.
No, but I mean, one day you'll be working on something on your desk, and all of a sudden there'll be fuel somewhere. There'll be a spark out of something, and
Yeah.
it goes, and it goes.
Well,
little-
Luke found that out, didn't he? When that video that Luke did. Yeah.
He did, didn't he? I mean, and that's how fast it goes.
Yep.
What people forget is that fuel is designed to ignite,
Burn.
and once it does, to release
It's
the
the vapors.
maximum amount. It's the maximum amount of energy, and it does.
Sure.
So and it goes fast.
Yeah.
Fuel will not burn until it vaporizes.
No, and it vaporizes in the 1 liter of 1 part liquid gasoline will create 40,000 cubics of vapors that can all burn.
Wow.
So it's 1 to 40,000.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay,
And
guys, I'm going to call it. We've done me 2 hours. Apologies to
Absolutely.
everybody for the late start, but whatever. We got through it is the main thing.
Yeah.
Just to remind, we're away now for 2 weeks for all our cruise. I'm not quite sure next Saturday and the following Saturday, if either Ken or Wayne or Mick or
Stella.
Stella.
Not next Saturday, but maybe the one after.
Okay.
Hey, you'll be the boss, Stella.
That'd be awesome, Stella, if you could do that, because I know everybody would flock to you. I'm sure they would. But in
I'm
the
just
meantime,
appreciative of all the help today. Thank you, gentlemen, very much. That was very enlightening for me.
you
didn't do much.
made the stream tonight, Stella. You really have made it. Thank you. Very kind. Everybody that's joined in, thanks. Brilliant as always. I've actually had I haven't said very much.
Hey Phil, remember to change your clock tonight.
I won't forget that. Don't you worry. All the comments, hundreds of comments tonight as well, which is brilliant. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, just remember tomorrow, Terrell, 12 p.m. Central Time, U.S.
I feel older already.
1
I
p.m.
think that's about 5 o'clock our time, I think, Ken.
That'll be 5. Yeah, with the clock change, it'll be 5 tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
No, it'll be 6. 6 tomorrow for you.
6. Well, I'll look forward to it anyway. But in the meantime, guys.
Yeah, 1 o'clock my time is 6 o'clock your time.
See you in a couple of weeks. All the very best.
Not all.
Take
Good
care,
night.
Guys, all the very best.
everybody.
So who's
Bye-bye.
hanging?